because we were able to sell our product at a more premium price. How did we do that? Social marketing, social media marketing, by use of social media marketing. So we just processed them, we posted on Facebook and Instagram, and we were able to sell our product. And we were able to recover our investment. Okay. So that is what an entrepreneur does. Okay. So this is something that I always ask our training participants. They need to know their personal characteristic if they want to see if they are truly an entrepreneur. So one of the questions is, if they're going to rate themselves, is how motivated are they to start their own business? What are their risk-taking abilities? What is their determination and ability to deal with crisis? What is their family support? What is their initiative? Ability to reconcile family, religion, business, decision-making abilities, their ability to adapt to business needs, their commitment to do the business activities, and of course, their communication skills. So they would just have to score themselves from 1 to 10, and the total, whatever that is, would be their gauge if they would want to become just a farmer or become an entrepreneur. The next activity that I always ask them to do is to ask themselves, what are they good at? What are the skills that they are good at? So I want them to list them down. I ask them to list them down. What kind of interest do they have? What do they enjoy doing the most? So I also ask them to list down the things that they enjoy doing. And what kind of experiences they have. Training, education, job experience. So these are all essential to determine whether they would become an entrepreneur or just a businessman. So what are the good qualities and characteristics to become a successful entrepreneur? Number one, you need to have the passion. So a business idea always starts with passion and interest. Your work should be your passion, because when we work and we enjoy what we are doing, we stay highly motivated. You need to feel passionate about your idea in order to gain momentum. Just like myself, I didn't see myself 10 years ago being involved as a farmer or becoming a farmer. I never saw myself that, because I was used to traveling. I was used to living a very good life back in the city. I was sleeping late. I was always out, dining out with my friends. Once we got to the province, stayed in the farm, by 6 o'clock we were asleep. 6 o'clock in the evening, we were finished with dinner. 7 o'clock, we're just laying down in bed, getting ready for the next day. It was a very simple and laid-back lifestyle for us, which was a huge difference from how we used to live before. Creativity and curiosity. Okay. We need to be always curious to continuously seek new opportunities as an entrepreneur. We always ask ourselves challenging questions to explore different avenues. So creativity helps in coming up with new solutions for the problems that we face at hand, and allows us to think of solutions that are out of the box. Just like what happened to us during the pandemic. We cannot sell our tomatoes, we process them, which was totally different. We never saw ourselves as processors or food processors. We just wanted to become farmers, because we were still trying to get used to the idea of planting, of harvesting. So processing is a new, different concept for us. It is something that we do not have any idea on. It is something that we were very afraid to put our feet in. But because of the challenge that we have at hand, we need to overcome that challenge. So it gave us the ability to devise new products for similar markets that are currently playing. So we need to be curious, we need to be creative, and there has to have a clarity. We need to be clear about what would be our goal, what we wanted to achieve out of what we are doing. So innovation, so we have to think differently, see things differently, and do things differently from what we were used to do before. Knowledge. So learning to run a business the right way takes a strong amount of dedication to reading, understanding, and meeting potential mentors. There's always an opportunity for us with the kind of people that we meet, with the network that we meet. We always learn something from the people that we meet. So we see that as an opportunity for us to expand and to grow ourselves. Risk taking. So what are the kind of risks that we want to take? High risk taking, which we call in our local language, pakikipagsugal, moderate risk taking, and low risk taking. Means you need to be sure. Sigurista is what we call it in our local language. Sigurista. You always have to be sure, you're very careful, you're very conservative with the actions that you have to do. Persistence. So part of what makes an entrepreneur successful is your willingness to learn from your mistakes, continue to ask yourselves the question, and continue to persist until you reach your goal. Proper planning is also important. So nobody plans to fail, we just fail to plan. So it is part of your strategy, how you are going to go ahead with the game, and how you are going to keep yourself afloat, no matter what the crisis may be. So we need to have an open mind towards learning from other people and learning even from our own failure. So we must be accepting, learn with open mind, see our faults humbly, and learn from those failures. Long-term focus, so growing your business. It's quite hard to grow a business. Even now, at our current status as farm owners and farm school owner, it is still there are still challenges for us that we face. But the thing is, we do not allow those challenges to stop us from breaking the barrier. So we just keep on our focus, what is our end goal and how we are going to achieve that goal. Team building. This is very important. No matter how much money or resources you may have, if you do not have the right team working for you or working with you, you will never be successful. So you need to have a very good team of people who would see the same vision that you have, who would be willing to work with you to ensure the success of the business. So in the Philippines, we are now concentrating on introducing integrated rice-based farming as part of the agripreneurship